Well, it is Saturday afternoon, and I am in the office. It is Black Friday weekend, and as always, just trying to catch up for a busy week for our law firm as we begin to close out the year in December. It's going to be a very, very busy December, as it always is. Trying to get some court dates before the end of the year, trying to get things resolved before the end of the year, whether it be a trial or possibly negotiating a favorable non-trial disposition for one of our clients. But nevertheless, I am here. My family is finishing up putting up some decorations. I bring them out of the attic and then I leave. I sometimes do definitely the tree, but after that, I'm pretty much done. But with regards to recent updates on our law firm, Friday we did come out with a weekly update, like we do each and every Friday, which went out to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Some fantastic articles. A lot of our articles in December and during the holiday season, you will find focus in on the most common crimes and offenses that we see both in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I'm coming out with a blog article regarding common crimes and offenses that we see among college students. Now, as we all know, the semester is ending very quickly, and most of our college students will be home beginning really the first week in December. I think a lot of them some finish very early, some finish closer to Christmas, but they're home typically at least 2 or sometimes 3 weeks. And I believe some colleges that the break is so long, they even work in a like winter semester, which I found very recently. But nevertheless, we have students coming home back to New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And it's a time where they want to reconnect with friends and family and maybe do some things. And with the younger kids, it's easy sometimes because the parents can plan activities. But with the older young adults or adults, parents, obviously aren't going to be as involved, especially for the college kids who have a lot more freedom. They're coming back to see friends and they're going to go out and just have a good time. But really, I mean, what I've seen over the years representing students both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, really have to watch out during this time because they can really get in some serious trouble, which can affect their ability to finish their college career and also progress following college, whether it be with a professional opportunity, an internship, or a job, or possibly going to grad school, whether it be something like law school or medical school. It is very competitive, and schools are definitely weeding out applicants based on a variety of factors. And nothing can kill an application, obviously, like a criminal charge or a pending charge. So frequently, we represent students both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and the common crimes and offenses that we see typically revolve around drunk driving, drugs and possession of drugs, not so much illegal possession of guns, because most students, in my experience, aren't owning guns and they're typically not in a position where they're going to travel across state lines. I've done a lot of articles on the illegal possession of guns and firearms, but really what I see over the holiday break are things like DUI, DWI, criminal trespass, believe it or not, is a very common one. We see it for some reason where students are dared to do something and that dare turns into a trespass, whether it be into some type of facility or building. It's not usually a home, but that's a complete different situation. But in a situation where we're dealing with, we have to advise students in a wide range of options that they have. Parents are obviously very, very concerned, and they should be. So, I mean, the point of the article is just to lay out the top 10 offenses that we see. Even things like assault are very common. Kids go to bars and things happen. They might meet someone who might have been a former enemy of some sort, or even a possible friend that things have changed since they've gone away to school, words are exchanged, and before you know it, punches are being thrown. And things like assault can escalate very quickly from just a disorderly conduct to an aggravated assault if someone is seriously injured. I mean, things like attempted murder and things of that nature are obviously in a different class, but very frequently we see assaults escalate. And then when police are called, we even see charges like resisting arrest. And students in some cases just simply don't know how to handle the situation and overreact or don't act appropriately. And they just get themselves in a situation where it can get back to the colleges. They can have a problem. It can affect their academics goals, and parents, obviously, their financial investment. If you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website, gamebonelaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. If you are a college student and you are headed home for the holidays, this blog article is a very good read. It's a very quick read. It's also a must read for parents. And I'm not there yet. My kids are both still in grammar school, but they're getting there. And with cell phones and smartphones, kids have access to a lot of information. Even the phones, a charge that we see that we didn't normally see years ago was things like, and again, this may sound odd, but things like harassment and stalking. That gets to be a very serious charge because again, we're dealing with text messages and pictures and now the phones, everything's a camera. People can record everything, they can document everything. I mean, years ago it was just email, but now the kids obviously have their phones and texting and just going back and forth. And people often write things or say things in a text message that they wouldn't normally say face to face with the person. And again, it's all about reactions. And we're seeing a lot of the charges now, unfortunately, revolving around social media and the use of smartphones, even at earlier ages. And I know that a lot of sports teams have now banned cell phones from locker rooms. And if you have a son or a daughter who's playing a sport, especially a travel sport, you're going to see in the facilities a lot of things about cell phones not being permitted in the locker rooms. And the reason is because those situations, those locker room situations among these younger students have led to not only a possible criminal charge, but also a situation where kids are thrown out of the league or suspended, and parents potentially are facing civil liability in some situations. Again, these things do happen, and I don't have any articles on that yet. I'm going to be working on an article very quickly about that because we realize that it's a very, very sensitive topic and a topic that people want to understand. And that in our law firm, we believe that an educated client is in the best possible position to receive a great result in their case. So again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Saturday. Please enjoy it responsibly, and I'll talk to you all very soon.